All right, I am back. Looks like we got a little bit of jam over here. Trying to get the fuck out of here. So yeah, I'm back, y'all, and I wanted to put myself in a position to where a little bit of all my windows are up. Weird. Anyway, I'm back. It looked like some sketchy shit was happening where I was just at. So pay attention. Not trying to get caught up in some bullshit. Yeah, I was looking rough. I was looking rough, Blind Batman. I was looking rough. And F1 McLaren is back. What's goody? It's good to see you. Let me make sure I get a good route to where I'm going. Ah. Oh, shit. I could just go down by my old block. So, yeah, I'm back, y'all. Um, didn't feel right to call this, episode 72 since I just got off this live in the barber's chair. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, I was talking about a verbal altercation I ended up in um uh with somebody that didn't want to argue in good faith. Well, who wears a hat or a beanie indoors? Oh, wow, you're such a bad person. I'm like, listen, my hair looks like shit. And I don't want to offend y'all with my terrible looking hair, so I wear a hat. She thought she was like, insulting me and making me feel bad. I'm like, listen, I know where my bread is buttered. I know what my faults are. I'm looking too good. And so I had to go. Like I could go to the barber that's down the block from where I live, but I'm very loyal to my barber because my barber is very loyal to my hairline. I mean, guys, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on a second. Like she did me a good service today, man. And like I've been in situations where um the uh the barber is like so thirsty for an absolute straight line that they end up, what, I'm gonna take this road right here. They end up pushing your fucking hairline back, going all the way up into the edges. It just sucks, man. Like the way they just is so thirsty to push your fucking hairline back. He's so thirsty for that straight line, and then you end up with a straight line like back here. I told the barber today, I was like, yo, you know why I drive an hour to come back to this shitty neighborhood to give you a lot of money for a haircut? You know why I do that? I said, we're going to call you the HPA, the Hairline Protection Authority, the Hairline Protection Agency. because she definitely does take care of my fucking hairline. And this is the year I turned 40, and I gotta say, I could look a whole lot worse at my age with my history. There are guys a lot younger than me, that are considering shaving it all off because it's a wrap. Shit, the kids just got out of school. Oh wow. Come on, we're losing this light, Bus. Don't block the box. Yeah, I had a lot of hair like an hour ago. I had a lot of hair on my head. So I'm very, very thankful. Very thankful. I see like some of the dudes that I used to go to high school with, all the girls was like on their jock. And you compare the way I look at 39 and a half and the way those guys look at 39 and a half. Just like I said, he said, join the bald revolution. You wild. Not yet, anyway. Perhaps I'll never have to. Perhaps I will never have to. But yeah, I'm proud of my barber, yo. Like, I've been coming out here back to my old neighborhood that I moved away from that fucks up my car because it's stop and go, stop and go, stop and go at the end of every block. And people are watching me, they're watching the car I drive, and they're not in the car that I drive. And so, you get a few extra eyes on you that you probably wouldn't get someplace else where, people are a little bit more comfortable economically, you know. But I come out here and support her. She left the barbershop that she was at to open her own barbershop. I'm like, yo, she raised her prices. I still went $10 beyond her new price. Because, I always appreciate people that give good service. And I'm a creature of habit, so I like to stay. You know what I'm saying? Wow, McLaren said he went on home. Skull Shaver sponsors my hairdo, save thousands in barber fees. Nah, I can't do it, man. Can't do it. Not gonna be able to do it, man. I'd rather drive an hour in New York City traffic and spend $60. I'd rather do that than have to be bald a day earlier than I actually have to. That's just me. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so some troll went on a driving live stream I did with JD from NY206. Shout out D. He's I think he's calling House of Glory, I believe. He's calling an event. I think they're going to do a tribute to the Briscoe brother that tragically passed away a few weeks ago. But I was riding with the top down. It was I went to go to Long Island to pick up Jay, and then on over to City Field. Riding with the top down. The dude gets into my comments section from a live stream I did over 6 months ago. Nice CGI car. It's like, yo, you're not even good at trolling. I'm not even mad at jaywalkers, yo. The wind is like when I to the red light back there, the wind was like blowing on the car. I was like, oh shit. And this tiny ass thing that I'm into get blown away. If somebody paid me hundreds of millions of dollars that Dwayne Johnson has, um, I know I hear a fire truck around here somewhere. Oh, it's behind me. Uh, if I had Dwayne the Rock Johnson's money and the only thing I had to do was shave my head bald, shit, I get rid of every hair on my body if you gave me his money. So I'm good. I'm good. I don't need all that. That fucking fire truck is getting close to me though. Oh my god, here we go. Get past this bus. Yo, that fire truck almost scraped the bus in front of me. And here comes another one. Oh man. So at least for a couple of weeks, I'll be able to do TSP without a hat on. Plus, one of the bad things is that my hats don't fit as well when I don't have as much hair on my head. Indiana Jones? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I've been having just so much fun, like just kind of driving alone. And sometimes I drive and the second lady's in the car with me, and that ride is not really that long. So to live stream for like 20 minutes or less than that at times, it just kind of doesn't seem worth it to get like everything like set up. But come on, taxi cab guy. You can't drive. You can't drive in two lanes, asshole. You're honking your horn and you're driving in two lanes. You're in one car, one lane. So sometimes the second lady helps me out by hanging out in the car so I don't have to pay for street parking or put it in a garage. Because then I would be putting a larger chunk of whatever I make. I'd be putting it, into, the parking situation, which means I would make less money. So it's better. It's better if I just, oh my God, this guy is just all over the street. Like, God damn. I'm balding on top, front to back. The Einstein look isn't great. Oh, man. And you didn't even need a barber to push your hairline back. The genetics did it for you. God damn. I would choose the coldest day of the year so far. to get a haircut. But I got all kinds of shit to protect me from the cold right now, so it ain't so bad. Mm. I know how I'm gonna. I know. What I'm gonna take. I know. Anyway, lots of stuff going on in the world. I've been saving a lot of articles to cover on TSP. I know we're never gonna get to all of the topics that I want to cover on TSP. So I guess what I'll try to do is try to cover some of them. I'll still try to cover some of them uh, here on this. You know what I'm saying? You still got the Z4 then? I mean, I'm in it. I mean, you guys can see it. Pull this off. Yep, still on the Z4, y'all. Still on the Z4. I got it about 11 months ago. Just got the shit. You'll know if I'm in the Benz because you'll see seats behind me. But yeah, I'm already kind of thinking about what cars are going to replace this Z4 and um yeah, I want to figure out and what vehicle I might replace my SUV with. As you guys know, I have a 2021 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450. So that would be the GLE is an E-Class. But the Z4 now is my daily driver because I really love driving this car. Number one. Number two, now that the lady, her job is not fully remote anymore. Now that her job is not fully remote anymore, um, she's taken the Benz because she's more comfortable driving the GLE. Um, so I have the 2021 GLE 450, and this is the 2022 Z4, right? Now, I'm paying entirely too much money for this lease, in my opinion. So since I'm like, well, I've paid a lot of money for the GLE, then I would like to bring my automobile budget down per month because right now I'm spending somewhere around 4,000 a month in vehicle related expenses, something like that. So I'd like to bring that number down a little bit, but it also lets me understand like, okay, what could I get for the amount of money that I'm paying or even for a little bit less? I did I did consider the Velar. I did consider it, but my local my local Range Rover dealer, when I went in there with my second lady and I was asking about vehicles, they weren't really enthusiastic in selling me a car or leasing me a car. So I kind of read their attitude and said, I'll give somebody else my money. That's how I ended up in the 2018 GLE 350 when I got that one. I went around the Porsche. I test drove the Macan. I think I test drove like the 2017 Porsche Macan, but I don't know. I didn't like the steering wheel was like mad small, and I was just like, I'm looking around like, where's the rest of the car? Like, why am I paying so much? And it's not even that large because I do use my SUV for SUV things. Not just, the three of us to be able to sit in it. So I can easily afford to go with the Porsche Cayenne next time out. And I'm thinking that, if I am not able to get if I'm not able to get the Porsche Boxer that I wanted, because I still want that 25th anniversary. I still want that shit. Obviously the SUV is going to be a lot cheaper than the sports car. So, um, so I'm thinking I'd like to see what that Porsche Cayenne experience is like. And if I do go with that, the chances that I'll then double down and then get another Porsche for the sports car, very, very low. So at that point, I'd be looking into like a Mercedes two-seater, or, if they don't discontinue the Z4, I may look at the updated Z4 that they might have on offer when this lease is up. Uh, yeah, I might do that. But then again, part of the problem with, yeah, it's smaller and nimbler, but I have something that's small and nimble, which is a sports car, right? Um, do you really need two cars in New York? AKA need to have or nice to have. In New York, you can technically have zero cars. You can have zero cars. Um, um, so, we could probably do, I mean, I'd rather us avoid public transportation. It really sucks. The people that you ride with suck. Um, but no, you don't have to, you know. Supra, that's a Beamer. Well, the problem with the Supra is that A, it's a hardtop, and B, the the interior is not as good as the BMW interior. But one of the problems with BMW right now, which is making me want to not go with BMW anymore, is that now they're starting to do the microtransaction bullshit where they want you to pay every month. Oh, wait a minute, not that one. It's this. Now they want you to pay every month for features that are already in the car. Oh, do you want heated seats? Well, pay every month for it. And I'm like, you guys are scammers. You're starting to do the scam thing, and I do not want to give more money for uh for uh for features in the vehicle that I've already paid for. So that might have a very big impact on what my next vehicle is. But yeah, the Supra is a hard top. Any sports car I'm getting is definitely going to be a convertible. It has to be a convertible. Um, Now my second lady wants me to get a convertible that has more than two seats because, you know, I have two ladies. That means there are three of us, and that means she wants to plant herself in the back seat. But if there is no back seat, then she can't plant herself in the back seat. But I really love two seaters. I really love, these roadster type vehicles. And I just I like the two-seater. Now, if my YouTube channel blows up, or I get, somehow I get more rich people that want to train with me, like, maybe 10 more clients and 10 more personal training clients or something like that. Um, at that point, I would about getting a third car after getting a house out of New York City, or maybe in New York City, if we can, if it makes financial sense. But if I was in the market for a third car, at that point, I would try to go for a convertible that had 4 seats. But I do not want, at this point, I want to have my tiny little selfish mobile, and have the more utilitarian vehicle that has anywhere between 5 and 7 seats. So one of the things that I was looking at was possibly the the Mercedes SUV with a BMW X7. And if they had like a captain's chair option, then it would be 6 seats. And if I went with the bench chair, which is probably what they have, it would be 7 seats. So I'm thinking that it'd be a good idea for me to kind of figure out, what I want to do next. But it all depends on where I'm at economically at the time. If TSP is booming and we're having great conversations, getting great guests on, and piling on the subscribers, I probably would. I would probably step out of this segment. I really don't think I need a whole bunch of cars. I just want I just want that the stuff that I want and the stuff that I have. I want it to be premium. So I think that, if we, blew up TSP and got really big and all of that stuff, I would probably move up. Um, I would probably move up above this segment, the I guess the mass luxury segment, and then I would probably start looking at, low end McLaren. I would look at low end Lamborghini. Like, I'm a huge, huge fan of the Huracan. Oh man, I just love the way that car looks. So, I would start looking at certain vehicles that are, in the next tier up from where I'm at. And, I wouldn't have like a garage full of cars. I would just have one really nice sports car and one really nice SUV or sedan. Because I'm open to like leaving the SUV life, but I don't really want to because it's just too useful. Um, as far as track cars are concerned, if I was really serious about tracking a car, um, and I wanted to stay in this segment, I would definitely go with Porsche because I can lease a Porsche vehicle and they'll let you track the car. So I would be really interested in Porsche sports car. Um, if I'd be really interested in a Porsche sports car if I was really like focused on track driving, but I'm not really interested in track driving, to be honest with you. I just like driving really nice cars for a lot of different reasons. I just really the GT3 RS. Well, the thing is, it doesn't have a lot of the niceties that the GT3 does. So that's why I don't T3 RS. And I don't I'm not really interested in like super rough riding vehicles that are uncomfortable. I would rather get a really nice looking car that I can put the top down in, which is why, if I got like for instance, One vehicle I would be interested in that's kind of somewhat close to the kind of driving experience you're talking about would be the Porsche Boxster GT4, which the 25th anniversary vehicle is. It's a GT4. Um, I would be interested in having the vehicle. I might take it to a track just to kind of fuck around and maybe make some YouTube content, perhaps. But to be honest with you, like I'm a relatively inexperienced driver. Um, drive, guy, drive, 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 drive. Oh shit! What is wrong with this guy? I hate honking my horn. I hate honking my horn. These fucking cab drivers, man. Whatever the wrong thing is, they do it. If you see me raging about somebody doing some shit in another car, chances are it's a yellow taxi cab or an Uber. Whatever the stupid thing to do is, that's the option they choose. You know, I'm on a bridge right now, so I'm not going to be able to look at the comments. I'm going to have my car detailed soon. I was saying before in the earlier live stream, I uh, I really like this channel called The Detail Geek. And you know, Canadian guys are like super nice, like stuff like that. So, but the dude is so detailed. And he takes some really fucked up cars, man, and make them look like sensible people. So the manager of the garage where I keep my cars entirely on that. Doesn't even here go there. The Vice park is park. Yeah, like that package costs the Vice costs like what $23,000, and they also the Vice package also has like this off-colored real thing, and I think that there's a special paint color that you have to have in order to get it. If I'm not mistaken. You know, obviously, you know, people that are like, oh my god, you got the Vice package. It looks cool to like look at. Not for me. Not for me. But again, the Macan is the Macan Turbo S is nice. It just doesn't have the utility because SUV sports utility vehicle. The Macan has less utility. Um, you know, you can't lug as much stuff in it. You just can't. You know, we went to a wedding very far from our house a few months ago, and um, you got me and two women traveling for multiple days. You know, when the family needs help moving stuff, like furniture, I would much rather have a larger full size SUV or mid size than um than a compact SUV, which defeats the purpose of having an SUV, in my opinion. I know two gents with the Visoc packages. They have a shitload more pounds than me. Hey, man. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how much the Visoc package is, but I think it's like $22,500 more on top of. And I think that you have to get, in order to get the Visoc package, there's another package that you have to get in order to get the Visoc package. But I think the Visoc package comes with like some fucking fancy ass wheels or something like that. It comes, I think, it also comes with carbon ceramic brakes, something like that. Like and it's got like a couple of styling differences. I mean, that's purely for dick measuring. And so, like, if I was gonna be looking at a car in the price range of a Visoc with of a Porsche with a Visoc package, I would just go get the Lambo. You know, I know Lamborghini is not as prestigious as Ferrari, but Ferrari treats their customers like shit. I'm gonna trust Jay Leno's. Um, I'm gonna trust his judgment when it comes to them. Oh wow, Catherine, how you doing? It's good to see you. Always supporting the platform. Catherine, Catherine supports me, even though it doesn't appear that I'm the most feminist guy around. Catherine will get the reference. Um, I I have to think, man. At what wealth level would I consider getting a Bugatti? Because like my Halo car is not Bugatti. It's just not my Halo car. You know, would I get a Koenigsegg or something like that? Would I be into that? I don't know. But for me, my Halo cars, my Halo car really is my Halo car is the Lamborghini Huracan. That's mine. And so to me, like just getting a car because it's super expensive, nah, I gotta love that car. I gotta look at that car and be like, damn, son, that's what I want. Right. Yeah, I'm just uh, just no. And it's not because I don't. It's not because I dislike the Ferrari styling. I don't dislike it. I think that the prancing horse does have some prestige. But I rather walk into a dealership and say, you know what? We just made it to 1 million subscribers on YouTube. You know, me and Captain Paul are splitting, X number of $1,000 per month, tens of thousands of dollars per month. Like we're really like doing the damn thing, right? Oh wow. See, this is why we're cool, Catherine. This is why we're cool. The LM002. She knows her cars, folks. Please tell me that you watch Doug DeMuro. Please, Catherine, please tell me that you watch Doug DeMuro. Also, Catherine, I just for the Lamborghini. Yeah, Lamborghini. If I understand correctly, they were a tractor company before they started trying to get into racing and all that stuff. Hey, Catherine, I just kind of need you to. I need you to kind of vet something for me. For those that don't know, I was on Lewis Rossman's second channel, and we were discussing something that turned out to be a lot more controversial than it actually should have been. I just kind of want to know from your standpoint, Catherine, if you thought that I was at all being unreasonable in A, the points I was making, and B, my response to what I saw was a disingenuous approach uh, to public discourse on the part of the person that was saying what they was saying. Catherine, please start watching Doug DeMuro. You're gonna love that channel. If you know what the LM002 is, you're going to love that channel. You can thank me later, Catherine. DEMURO. Doug DeMuro. Okay. I just kind of wanted to kind of get that, because I always try to make sure that I show everybody the proper respect and discourse, whether or not we agree. And I just really wanted to make sure that, oh yeah, McLaren knows. McLaren knows this. Somebody actually made a video where they just kind of stitched together a bunch of his videos where he's like, this, this, this is. Oh man. Imagine if I had a podcast that was big enough to get Doug DeMuro on as a guest. I mean, these are the kind of goals that I have, y'all. These are the kind of goals that I have. I want to make sure that like we're bringing like a lot of, great discussions, that we let people speak their piece, you know, um, a podcaster that I think I kind of want in some ways, because there are obviously some things that I don't agree with, is that I want to be looked at as the podcast that extremists on the left and the right love to hate. I really want to be hated by extremists of all kinds. The extreme feminist, I want you to hate me. The extreme misogynist, I want you to hate me. The extreme conservative, please talk shit about me. The extreme liberal, please call me all kinds of names. I want to create platforms that people can actually have free thought and know that they're going to get pushback if I think that there's not a strong basis for their premise. Know that you're going to get pushback. There's a SL coming up next to me. I was thinking about the SL as well. Yep. SL is pretty nice. But I want extremists on all sides to talk shit about me and Captain Paul. And of course, I'm talking about Joe Rogan, right? Um, yeah, Doug is super dope. Doug is super cool. He's a very down to earth guy too. Um, yeah, that bright yellow. Yeah, he still has that. I don't know if you know, but he just got another car. I think like a 2021 Mercedes-Benz wagon. I think like I think he got a E63S or some shit like that. I think that's what he got. One of the things I like about Doug is that he likes to get cars in the press colors. Like Doug is a man with a code. He lives by a particular code, down to the smallest detail. And that's one of the things that I truly love about watching his channel. Doug only likes to get vehicles in the press color. I just think that's super. When I play Asphalt 9, I give every single car in my garage the same paint job because I'm just a little particular, creature of habit, that kind of thing. Unsurprisingly, all the cars in my garage on A9, on Asphalt 9, the same color as my Mercedes Benz, a metallic white. Oh yeah, he loves his E30, and what is E30 and E43 BMWs? He loves those. Yeah, he loves that shit. Oh, you're the E30 BMW gal. All right. What do you feel about M cars? What are your opinion of M cars? But yeah, so kind of going back to my point, any sports car I get has to have the top down. I don't care if it's a hard top convertible, a soft top convertible. My toy car is gonna have a top down option. No ifs, ands, or buts. Gotta have it. You think that he made a mistake getting the new Land Rover Defender? I think he lost money there. Doug DeMuro has over 4 million subscribers on YouTube. He's not getting these cars so that he can flip them and make more money. He's not he's at a point in his life where he's not worried about depreciation that much. Now, he'll always tell you that he cares about depreciation. But I think if you go back to the video where he was talking about getting the Defender when he got it, and I love the way the new Defender looks. 2-door, 4-door. I just love the way it looks. Um, he got that Land Rover to beat up. I mean, the dude has been cross country, I think, twice with that Defender. The United States is a very large piece of land, and he went coast to coast. So I don't think that he was getting that to retain value. I think that he did that probably with the Kia Stinger. Do you remember the Kia Stinger? I think it was a Stinger S he got. Um, um, I think that's only some of the cars is he like really hawking, the resale value. But that particular Defender, I don't think I don't think that that was really the impetus for him choosing that vehicle. And we all know that Range Rovers lose value, tremendous amount of value as soon as you drive it off the lot. So, so his Ford GT. One of the things he said about the Ford GT is that it does retain a lot of value even when they have a lot of miles. It just depends on how well you keep it. So, but anyway, yeah. If I'm getting any kind of sports car, it must be a convertible. I just love the top down driving. I love the top down driving experience just too much. What is a VWT2? I might have to look that up. The Volvo Combus? Com I don't know what that is either. Or maybe I've seen it, I don't remember what it looks like. So I may have to try to figure out. May have to try to figure that out. What they are. So when I get home, I've got a client that I got to work with. And then I'm going to be on the Indian Jesus podcast celebrating him making it to monetization. He eclipsed 1,000 subscribers recently, and I'm very proud of him because he's doing his thing all on his own, and he's taking a lot of chances. And he got approved for monetization. I made sure that I dropped a super chat on him. He's going to be doing a live stream at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So as soon as I'm done with my personal training client, I'll be hopping on that live stream um, immediately. And I'll do that for a little while. I may get off the internet for the rest of the day, hang out with the ladies, maybe watch a movie or something. Let them rub my clean head. You know, for those that want to check out Lutch's channel, The Indian Jesus, the second coming, resurrecting the second coming of common sense. That's what he's doing over there. Mrs. Evil is here. How you doing? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yeah, Doug keeps it real. Yeah, he's a very frugal guy. He just loves cars, you know. Um, for a long time, I spent way too much money on sneakers. If I'm honest, and I look at my sneaker collection and the sneaker collection I've lost, probably since 2008, I've probably spent at least. Are you guys ready to hear this? I don't know if you guys are ready to hear this. Since 2008, I think I've spent anywhere between $15,000 and $20,000 on sneakers. So I have like 95 pairs in my collection right now. The MSRP value is definitely around 20,000. Uh, but the last pair of sneakers I bought was over a year ago. This is the longest stretch in my adult life, or one of the longest stretches, where I just did not buy. I have not bought a pair of sneakers in like 13 months. So I mean, my vice now is cars, you know. I want to make sure that the car that my lady is driving reflects well on her. When people see that, you know, she's in a vehicle, it can't be raggedy, can't be a raggedy car. You know, my lady is going to be driving a nice car. So I work really hard to make sure that we're able to do that for as long as we can. I mean, there might become a time where we have to get like a fucking Honda or something. I don't. But as far as it depends on me, I want my lady to be driving a nice car. And I'm not a simp, so I also have to be driving a nice car. Um, so that's my vice. That's my vice. Cars. And you know, I'm hoping that I get to a place where, you know, we can afford to do even more extravagant things. So yeah. Whole piece of road missing. There's a lot of debris in the street. Yeah, the wind is absolutely insane right now. If you're in New York City right now, stay your ass home. Right now, the street lights are waving in the breeze. Ain't no breeze. There's a fucking helicopter next. Like, stay right where you at, man. Please don't change lanes. Fucking Uber drivers. You have to expect that they're gonna do the thing in any given situation. That's another way that I'm able to stay out of accidents. My motto is if they are a ride share or a livery cab driver or a taxi driver, expect that whatever the wrong decision is that can be made, they're going to make it. So insulate yourself against the worst decision a dumbass can make. That's how I stay out of accidents. All right, y'all. Much love to everybody. Much love to everybody that supports my platform, supports what I do. Much love to all y'all. But it is time that I got the fuck up off the internet. So I'm going to sign off about right now. Thank you so much for riding with your boy. And I'll do more of these more often. I'll do more of these. We'll have some fun with it. All right, y'all. Peace.